So yeah, I just hooked up with my first cutthroat of the day. Very beautiful fish. I didn't really think that hard about landing it. I just picked it up out of the water. And then I realized, wait, what if that's the only one you hook? But I didn't value it that much because I wasn't even in my skeleton case. I was in the waterproof case because I put it on to cross the river. So I was just walking down river. I actually had fluttered it back to the fish and it slammed it. And it got hooked really well for being on a single barbless hook, but I pulled it out of the water, it shook off. If I get another one on, I'll try to bank it. Fish, ooh, that's a big one, real big fish. Oh man. Oh wow. So I didn't mention, oh, that's a really big fish. I hope I land this one. I didn't mention that I'm using 4-pound test. Have my drag set super loose. I just wanted to make it more of a challenge. It's still on. Can you see that? It might get off, so take a look. It looks like it's hooked well, but I'm definitely fighting it too close to me. 4-pound test is strong, but not that strong. Look at that, big old rainbow. So this is a cutthroat trout fishery in general, but as you can see, there's some rainbows here too. Big rainbow. Oop. Shoot, that was an 18-inch, maybe 1.5 pound rainbow. I've only been here for like 10 minutes, so let's see if we can go get another one. I'm wading in pants, not in waders. That's because it's hot out, but there's another reason, and that is waders catch much more water than these really tight pants I'm wearing. If I were to fall in, these pants aren't going to just fill up with water and drown me. Now that fish hit really hard and I landed it and it was satisfying. Let's see if we can get another one. Oh, I just got struck. Fish on. This might be like a steelhead smolt. I'm basically positioning myself in the water where I think the fish are. And I'm casting into heavier current and letting it swing into the more slack, shallower water where the fish are eating midges and things that drift down. When I cast into this current, I'm pulling it like it's a kite. So I'm actually backing it down and flipping my bail and doing that multiple times until it starts to pull at a good rate. The current to my right is just a little bit too strong. I am trying to cover a lot of water and show all of these fish this lure once. If they commit to it, it'll be aggressive. They might get hooked, they might not. But if I just keep moving, I'll eventually find a really aggressive, nice-sized fish. This is a cutthroat. You can see by the markings on it. A Bass Pro Shops micro spin. But this little spot here, it requires you to get in the river and go and get across it. Many people are unable to or unwilling to do that. I'm kind of glad I caught that one fish when I did, because it allowed me to be like, okay, I can go to the next spot now. And the lighting here is pretty good. It's a good time of night to hook a fish. And I've found that even 1/2 ounce steelhead spoons will just smack them. You can't go wrong with a rooster tail. Fish on. But big lures will catch big fish here. They're very, very aggressive, especially the cutthroat. Cutthroat, they want a big meal and they will slam it. So when I first got here, this was going to be my first spot. But there was a fly fisherman up here and he was picking it apart. I wanted to give him his space. But if you look at this water, it's a very classic steelhead run. good uniform current speeds with sort of a seam. The deepest side is right on that bank, and the slowest side is over here. The fish can be anywhere from the bank all the way to the shore depending on how they're feeding, but the current speed and the depth dictate a lot of the decisions those fish are making. This time of night, they could be anywhere. Yeah, this fly guy is still here. Doesn't mean anything really. Fish on. Ooh, big fish. Big fish on. I'm fishing behind a fly fisherman too. It looks like it's hooked in the corner of the mouth, but with a single barbless hook, you never know when you might lose the fish. I think it's another rainbow. Nice rainbow. So, my hand for reference. I'd like to get a selfie with it, but it's just frowned upon. Man, he's hooked good. Single barbless hook, and this fish wasn't coming off, which is pretty rare. Whew! Seems like the decent ones are staying buttoned. Your hookup to landing ratio is very, very low out here. Apparently the Cedar River is considered the cleanest watershed in King County. People that use single barbless spinners kind of have an advantage because hardly anybody really goes and does that. If you want to throw nymphs and woolly buggers and even dries, you'll have success, but definitely in low light conditions, morning and evening, definitely try throwing moving baits as well. And yeah, when I come out here, I really do expect to catch a fish of that caliber, of the size that those two fish, the two bigger ones were. I usually catch one like that or bigger. I've had buddies hook into ones so big that when they jumped, we thought they were steelhead. Yeah, I hope you like that, and thank you for watching. Until next time, peace! Trout are a lot like bass in the sense that they're fish. So what you want to do is go fishing for them.